Okay, so here we have a problem, and it is a child is twirling a 0.012 kilogram plastic ball on a string in a horizontal circle whose radius is 0.1 meter. The ball travels once around the circle in 0.5 seconds. Determine the centripetal force acting on the ball, and if the speed is doubled, does the centripetal force double? If not, by what factor does the centripetal force increase? So let's start out with finding our givens. So it says the radius is about 0.1 meters, the mass is about 0.012 kilograms, and the period is 0.5 seconds. So let's draw this out. You have a boy, he has a ball on a string in a circle of 0.1 radius and 0.012 kilograms. So now we know that velocity is equal to the distance over time. We're trying to find the centripetal force, and in the formula for centripetal force, the only variable that we are missing is velocity. To solve that, we need to find the distance over time. We do have the time, but we do not have the distance. In order to find the distance, we need to find the circumference of the circle, which is circumference is equal to 2 pi r, so 2 pi times 0.1 is equal to 0.63 meters. So now we have what is necessary to find the velocity. So that should be easy. Just plug in 0.63 over 0.5, which will give you a velocity of 1.26 meters. Simple enough. So now that we have the velocity, the radius, and the mass, we can use the formula for centripetal force, which is mv squared over r. So plug in our numbers, and it shouldn't be too hard, just solve, and we get the centripetal force of 0.19 newtons. Now part B is a little bit conceptual, and it says, if the speed is doubled, does the centripetal force double? If not, by what factor does the centripetal force increase? So we could do this one of two ways. We could either do it algebraically using the formula, or we could solve it conceptually. So let's try first to solve it conceptually. So with any number squared, so let's say you have a 4 squared, right? 4 squared would be 16. Now, if you multiply that 4 by 2, it would become 8. And then 8 squared is 62. So, 62 divided by 64, I'm sorry, not 62. 64 divided by 16 is 4. So that would mean it would increase by a factor of 4. Now, let's see if this is true by using the equation. So, we have centripetal force is equal to the mass times 2v squared divided by r. So, the centripetal force is equal to 0.012 times 2 times 1.26 squared divided by 0.1, which will give you a centripetal force of about 0.76. Now we need to find the ratio between the doubled velocity and the normal velocity. So let's take the new centripetal force that we have, which is 0.76, and divide it by our previous centripetal force, which is 0.19, and we get 4. So that means that it increases by a factor of 4. Not too difficult.